Today we build this wood stove for my mom, and today's video is sponsored by Simply Safe. They have a holiday offer, and we'll talk more about that later. Alright, today's project is a wood stove for Grandpa and Grandma. This is the rough, what it's going to look like. So they have a fireplace, which doesn't heat very well. So they want this insert to go back inside of it and blow heat out of it. Be a little cleaner and neater, more efficient. We're going to try to build it today. Okay, we're about to get the template off. Alright, there's one piece we got to cut out. Grandpa made all this, so if it doesn't fit, it's really his fault. There are the two pieces I'm after. I guess we'll put some sawhorses in here and get after it. It's heavy. So we can draw on it. That's as close as it's gonna get. Okay, well we'll just remember that this is the back. Now we gotta measure from here to there, find the center, and get us a string cut for that center. We're gonna weld this little guy right there. Just like that. Alright, so we're going to try to cut this arch out. This is what you can do. Somewhere right there is where I need to tie that thing.
We don't have a plasma table, so.
We got pretty close to one right here. This is a table, this is a plasma. We'll see what that does for us. That did not do it.
That wasn't the right way.
That was not where I needed the knot. I'm sure there's a smart, easy way to do this. That's usually not how I do things. It's the smart, easy way. Can you turn that on? I'll bet it works better if it's on. Just okay, it's gonna do it. Gonna have a little bit of a funky angle here, but we'll make it work. Okay. Alright, there's that. It'll fit, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, I think it's gonna work flat after that, so we should be able to weld it right to the bottom.
Yeah.
This is the opening that we're trying to fill. And as you can see, I'll take camera. It's got all kinds of angles in here. It like tapers in the back this way, and so it's gonna be fun. We'll get it built. Okay, we should be 23 on both ends of that now. 23, 23. There's the bottom of the stove. Should work just dandy. Okay. Like that. Bottom of the stove. Just like that. Bottom's done. So we need to flip it over, transfer this door to the front side and cut it out, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise it's going to be backwards.
Yeah.
And then we'll measure down and find center of those. Measure them out exactly right and set them on the drill press and just cut them out. Why is that cut out?
That's for the latch, and I'm not sure
Yeah, we don't want to cut that
what
out.
we need to do on that. Yeah.
Grandma will be happy when she can start burning up all your firewood again.
Oh yeah.
Probably been killing her to have snow
Oh
outside.
yeah. She's been wanting to build fire.
Not had fire going. looks like it's in all the way now, isn't it?
I believe so.
I think so as well. Okay, we made her work.
Sweet.
Now we gotta calculate all these holes and drill them. 25 and what?
1/4.
No, it ain't.
What?
You ain't been filming?
I remember.
You forget that you're a filmer guy? Yeah. I see. Well, what you missed was I just figured out where the first hole's gonna go. It's gonna go right there. Now I gotta figure out how to evenly space a couple more. That's the bit I need right there.
Hey, cold out there?
No coat, boy?
Oh, thank you, buddy.
What's that for? Oh, look at that. It's pretty cool, dude.
Yep, that's great. That's a good deal. Thank you, buddy. I like it.
That's these, so they drill good. Okay, you're gonna have to help me hold this, Grandpa, while I drill it. You got it. Two down.
So like we said before, this video is sponsored by Simply Safe.
So the kit comes with all this stuff. Comes with a carbon monoxide detector, a smoke detector, water detector, and a freeze detector. A whole bunch of cool stuff.
If someone comes around that alerts the sensors, Simply Safe will contact you and the police.
Simply Safe is an incredibly reliable security system. Pretty easy to install. You can see the setup. It didn't take us very long. It was easy to put up.
Okay, so we're activating our system right now.
Looks pretty intense.
Done.
Now it's beeping at me, telling me that I need to enter my PIN number or an alarm's gonna go off. And then it'll call the cops. During the holidays, there's a lot of break-ins and unexpected relatives that show up.
Just recently, we had an unexpected visitor show up at our shop.
Merry Christmas! Full!
Simply Safe on. Away.
It's so easy to use. I can even use that.
Well, that's a pretty wide view of the whole shop, isn't it?
You know, if somebody walked over and grabbed a handful of tools out of the toolbox over here that you can't see,
Yeah.
it'll still watch them.
And it's like 50 cents a day with no contract, so it's not gonna break the bank if you need it. When your cousin rolls into town unexpectedly in a motorhome, Simply Safe will let you know before he gets here.
So check out Simply Safe in the link below to get 30% off and your free HD camera.
Right, so stayed up pretty late. My cameraman had to go to school this morning, so he left me. So the stove looks a little different. I got a bunch done on it, and it was all pretty boring. You've seen it all get cut out. It's all welded together now. So that's the gist of what the stove's gonna look like. I got the easy part done.
Did you tell him that this is your first stove you ever built?
It's not my first stove.
Oh, you said it was.
That's my first stove.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, this is my first actual good-looking, functional,
In the house
in the
stove.
house kind of a stove, but it's just metal. It can go together. So right now I got cut this out. This is where my fan's gonna go. This is what I've got for a little fan. I'm gonna countersink it in there and then pipe all the ductwork through the back of the stove. My mom wanted the whole front of the stove flat, so nothing stuck out. So that's what I'm doing.
Much to his dismay.
Would have been way easier to have the fan stick out a little, and it still may. I haven't decided yet.
Ultimately, it's not her decision.
No, I'm building it. These are the heat tubes that the fan's gonna be connected to in the back. Push heat out front, but there's a lot of angles. You gotta cut the corners off of these and then plate up. I'm gonna leave an inch gap in the back so my plate will set here, and then I'll put another back on it with the heat pipe that comes along this side into the back. Should blow air up the back, and if I can get it all done like that, on to the next process.
There's Grandpa.
Boy,
Good morning.
morning.
What just happened?
Well, I knew this when I started this, but I was waiting on the cameraman, so I got bored this morning and decided I would weld this all, and it heat pulled it. Now I'm just tapping it back straight. It'll live. It'd be way easier to mount it out there, especially if we only have 2 inches of room.
I don't think it'll make a bit of difference.
Well, other than Mom didn't want anything sticking out.
She'll never know. That's how it had to be.
So I'm building an air channel right here so the fan will blow in through this little hole here, come down around the back of here, into this 1-inch gap here, clear across the back, up the back of the stove, and through those pipes. Maybe. If you could hear any of that over my gray air compressor.
Those are pretty. Pretty beads. Is that what it's called?
It is a bead, yeah.
Look at that.
I'm gonna build a box around this that sticks out 2 inches. And then I'm gonna taper the back with a piece of that strap right over to it. Little triangle piece in the top. Built. Then I can set the fan in there, drill and tap it. Should blow air. New plan. It's this. Chunks like that. One there. And then I'll just wrap it. Fixed. And then that should be.
Now you just gotta do what?
Gotta drill some holes to mount the motor.
It is Dar. Thought you went to California. Oh, you're home?
It warmed up before I came home.
Well, this is what's going down today. Lolly's wood stove.
Oh,
Yeah.
There's hot spots everywhere. Need Matt here, he'll grab them.
You'll find them all.
Alright, there's some progress. Gaining on this thing. Couple more pieces to cut out, whole bunch more welding to do. Wood stove's done. As you can currently see, I've been welding for like 5 hours.
I've been gone for 2.
Seems like 5. That's how much I missed you.
I know.
Well, we just got the stove built. We're gonna cut these tubes and weld them in here and then put the back piece on it so it'll blow air up through them. Then we're gonna light a fire in it and burn all the stuff off, and then we'll paint it, put it in her house.
You're gonna put a fire in it before you put it in her house?
Oh yeah, so she doesn't have to smell all the stuff. Otherwise it'll stink pretty bad. Okay, if we did our job right, should be able to make a little smoke and have it come out of those. They seem to come out pretty even.
Yeah. Yeah, looks like they're coming out of all of them.
Cool, now if it just fits,
Yeah.
we'll be in good shape. All right, we're at Grandma's house, delivering this stove. It's heavy, so I recruited Randall, because he's like me, too dumb to do anything but lift stuff, so. Got it?
Not a light booger, is it?
When you put a full sheet of metal in it, it gets heavy quick. All right, I was worried about that.
Yeah,
We ain't got to trim them a lot.
just barely, yeah.
Just cut the corners off.
Who measured this?
I know. Grandpa made all this, so if it doesn't fit, it's really his fault. Yeah. We are trying to get this stove to where it'll draft. So we're plugging all this. I have to go low to get it to go. Oops. Alright, that's good. I think that's it.
Yeah. I bet that's it.
Alright, I'll start the jigsaw puzzle.
What's the jigsaw puzzle?
Put
Bricks.
the brick in the bottom. He's got them all numbered and stuff.
Oh, you're gonna put bricks under there?
Well,
Instead
like-
just leave it
Fire bricks in there.
that normal? Oh.
Yep, you gotta have fire brick or it'll just burn the metal out.
Wonder what we have in ours. What do you think about your fireplace?
Well, I'm excited now they got it in. I was a little nervous when the sparks were flying. I was afraid we were going to have a fire.
Is this what you were thinking?
That's exactly what I wanted. I told him he did an awesome job. This is payback for all the teenage years.
That's what we've already talked about.
Teenage years.
He was a good teenager. Came home early, went to bed, never caused trouble. He never wrecked any of my cars.
That's because you didn't have
He
any
wrecked
cars.
his own cars.
His brothers wrecked him for him.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's all the bottom. Now, start with the sides.
Let them out. Just open the door. That's the way. Thank you.
I've never used this bad boy on 110.
The fire insurance
That's
is
even
paid
better.
up.
He's
So-
never even used this before.
Don't know what you're doing.
I think he knows what he's doing.
Woohoo! Sparks and stuff.
There we go.
So I'm welding these angle irons in here like that, and they hold these fire bricks in so they don't fall out. This project's about to come to a close. I just hope smoke goes up the chimney and not out.
Well, I do too, actually. That would be my thought.
Maybe it is just decorative piece. Smoke's going up the chimney instead of in here.
Hey, that's a good sign.
It's gotta be a bonus. Well, let's see if she smokes. Alright, stove's built. Seems to be working well, putting out heat. Now Grandma can burn some firewood.
What do you think, Grandma?
I like it. I know it's not what Paul wanted, but it's what I wanted, and I appreciate him doing what I wanted.
And she said it's exactly like she wanted
It is. It is exactly like I wanted.
Well, it's exactly done, so.
Yeah,
We're
thanks.
good.
I appreciate you.
Yep.
Aw. Pat his leg or something.
Oh, good night.